Howdy y'all, this is CJ here, and today we're going to be going over the Fanhome Millennium Falcon Part 4. Hope you guys are ready, and let's get to it. Alright, to begin with, let's bring in Part 4's magazine. Open it up. And in this one, it's showing some more information about the X-Wing. Kind of talks about the armament, targeting system, shielding, and countermeasures. Next page kind of goes over some more information. X-Wing configuration has a little bit of information about R2-D2 on the bottom, and then over here is a picture of the craftsman making the original model that was going to be for the X-Wing. Obviously, you see what we got in the final draft, which was really good, in my opinion. And then you get some photos from damage from fights, whatnot, rust, and then you get some backstory about creating the armor, about the design of it, some layered structure from the lay yard construction. Oh, sorry, it just says layered construction. My bad. So, and then in the back half again is the instructions and what you're going to get in this set. So, let's turn back one page and let's start off with putting on a piece onto the cockpit. We are going to be putting on this front panel here. This front panel is going to be going on right here. There's two tabs right here that this is going to be going into. You see some slots right in there, right there. So, bring in some glue. I'm going to put the glue right here on the tabs, and I'm going to actually run a little bit along the edge here just to make sure it stays. So now I'm going to go ahead and flip this over, because you want it in this orientation here where this rounded piece is towards the bottom. So just push this right on. It's not a snug fit, kind of just sits there, so I do recommend using glue on that part. But there you go, you got the front end attached, and that's all we're going to be doing with this with the cockpit in this video. I'm just going to set this off to the side, not going to see it again for the rest of the video. So now let's flip the page right, and we're actually going to bring in our frame. So this is the frame that we put together in part 2, I believe, if I remember correctly. Yes. So we're gonna bring this in. We're gonna flip it over. We're actually going to be attaching these two pieces right here to it. So we're gonna need our screwdriver. Put the glue away. We're not gonna need that anymore. And we're gonna bring in some oil. This is like 2 or 3-in-1 oil. You can find it on Amazon. It's really good machine oil. But let's bring in this piece, bring over this piece right here. And this is actually going to be screwed in right here. So for this one, we're going to need these silver screws. Nope, sorry. Got the wrong ones. Put those back. I need the black screws. Just bring them all in. Then we're also going to need these two squares right here at some point. But let's go ahead and grab a screw, fix it into the screwdriver, give it a little oil, and then let's start screwing this in. Screwing this part into place. There we go. I'm gonna do the bottom screw down here to kind of put it, get it rested in place. A little bit of oil, and then let's go ahead and screw this in. Alright, so give me 1 second, let me give this some more light. There we go. So alright, so now let's go ahead and continue on. Let's put this screw in to place. Screw this part, screw this into this hole here. Make sure it's nice and snug. There we go. Just check all the screws, make sure they're snugged. Alright, so that's how you want that to look. So let's continue on. Now it shows us putting one of these squares, these square pieces, and we're going to be putting it right here. So let's go ahead and grab a screw. Give it some oil. And then I'm going to screw it in this spot right here real quick. Because as you saw, there's a little bit of a gap. So I'm going to have to probably squeeze it a little bit to get it in place. Probably something I did. Probably tightened these a little bit too much and then made it so it spreads out a little bit. Let's give this screw a little bit of oil. Let's give this a pull. Line it up. Oh, my screw moved. There we go. Alright. Let's try this again. Just push this in. Let's get this into place. Alright, now that I've got this screwed in, let's go ahead and tighten, make sure these are all tight. Tighten back up. There. Alright. So now, let's move on and attach this piece right here. So hope we have a little bit more luck with this side than we did the other. So let's grab the screw. Snap. Alright. So, a little bit of word of caution. When you're doing this stuff, don't put too much force in like I just did, because now the tip is a little bit dulled out on the screwdriver. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to switch over to a screwdriver set that I have on the side. Just set that off to the side. Grab this that I have. Just open this up. Let's grab this screwdriver that I'm gonna need. Grab the bit. Make sure I get the right size. Looks like we got us a winner. So the set that's there does not come magnetized. So I do have a magnetized brick right here. So I'm going to go ahead and magnetize this screw bit real quick. Just give it a couple turns, and then there we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and dip this in some oil. And let's start screwing these pieces together. Alright. Now for the next piece. The next screw. Let's just screw this one in. There. And one more screw. Let's just screw this piece in. There. Alright. Now, we take this last square piece, and this is going to go right in the front right here. So let's grab the screws. Give it a little bit of oil. And let's line this up to the best that I can. Just kind of guide it into place. There we go. And then let's start screwing it into place. There. Now, let's get this into place. There. Let's try to it's a little crooked. At least it looks crooked to me. Nope. I guess it's supposed to be like that. Alright. Just tighten these down. I'm gonna give this a little. All right. There we go. There we go. Now it's nice and secured. So let's go ahead, and we're actually going to be bringing in, take this screw and put it off to the side for right now. Let's go ahead and bring in this piece right here from part 2. And let's go ahead and attach this to the frame. So you want this stuff going into the holes. There we go. Give it a nice push. Make sure everything's in there. Alright. And then you want to attach them with these silver screws. So I'm going to need 8. I have 5 here. Need 6, 7, 8. Alright, so let's go ahead and put these screws in. I don't need any oil because it's going into plastic. So let's go ahead and screw these in. Now you want to be a little careful because you are going into plastic and you don't want to, you know, overdo it and strip the plastic out. There we go. This one's not in all the way. Let's bring in the other screwdriver real quick just to see if this works a little bit better. No. Alright, let's grab the next screw. Let's screw this into place, if I can. So for tiny screws, I tend to need to use a little bit of a guide. Because my hands do shake a little, so I need to use my other hand to kind of guide the screw into place. Go ahead and set that aside, grab the other one. There. There. There we go. Final one. And all right. There we go. All the screws are in place. They're good to go. And we have our first piece of the hull put together. So let's go ahead and set this down. Now it says that you can try fitting this piece onto the tip, so it's going to sit like that. So that's how that's going to look at eventually. I'm going to look forward to that. But that's it for this part. Alright, so we just finished part 4 for Fanhome's Millennium Falcon. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Be sure to hit that bell icon to be notified when my next video comes up. And if you guys want to build this build this model for yourself, I will put a link in the description down below to the website. You can check it out for yourself. If you enjoyed the music that was playing in the background of this video, I will put a link to the artist's YouTube page down in the description below as well. His name is Dave Bronze. He does Celtic prog rock based off of Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. I recommend checking him out. It's really good music. But until then, hope you guys have a nice day and see you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye.